Hello guys, welcome back. This is the second video of the paper 1-2 Mathematics 0580 Summer 2014. Okay, so we are continuing with the rest of the questions in the second video. We are going to solve question number 10 to 16 in this second video, and the rest of the questions from 17 to 21 in video 3. Now, so in this video, let's start with the question number 10. So here is one trigonometry question here. Trigonometrical question over here. We see there is one right angle triangle A, B and C. The hypotenuse AC is 8 centimeters and there is an angle as well, 28, that is theta, 28 degrees Celsius. Now calculate the length of AB. So length of AB means this, from B to A or A to B. This length we have to find. So as we know, we have some formulas to solve this trigonometric questions like sine, cosine, tan, right? So we know what we have to take along with sine, cosine or tan, which sides. This is the base all the time, right? This is the base and this is perpendicular. But what we have to find here, AB, means we have to find the base length. So base over hypotenuse, that goes with cosine, that is cos. So cos theta is equal to the base over hypotenuse. Okay, now let's put the real values into it and let's find the B or AB length. So I'm going for first the theta. So theta got 28, right? Now let me write that here. So cos 28 is equal to, this is theta, right? Yes. Now B, that we don't know, that's a base length, and H is hypotenuse, it is 8 centimeters. Now we are going to do the cross multiplication like this. B is equal to, these two should be multiplied, cos 28 times 8. So cos or cosine 28 times 8. Okay. Now let's just go for this calculator. 28, right? 28 cos times 8. 7.06 is the answer. We can write the answer over there. 7.06 centimeters. This is the answer. Yes? Hope this is clear to you. This is theta. So AB length we have to find, that's a base actually. So base over the hypotenuse is the cosine theta. So theta we have 28, and then simplify the calculation, right? Now, number 11, the height of Mount Everest is 8,800 meters. Correct to the nearest 100 meters. 100 meters in the sense. Okay, wait. Complete the statement about the height h meters of Mount Everest. See, this is the one h over here. So, correct to the nearest 100 meters. Correct to the nearest 100 meters in the sense we're going to pick 100 meters, fine, and divide 50 and 50. Okay, then from this number height subtract 50 and write over here. Then the rest of the 50 add to this same number and write over here. Here with the subtraction you have to do, and here with addition you have to do. Okay, so now 8,800 minus 50. 8,800 minus 50. So 8,750, because it's nearest to 100 meters. Now, when we're going to add this 50 to this number height, that is 8,850. Okay, so this is called the range. Done. Number 12. Colin is traveling from Sydney, Australia to Auckland, New Zealand. Colin's bus leaves for B. Colin's flight from Sydney to Auckland leaves at 14:45 local time and takes 3 hours 20 minutes. So the duration of the flight is 3 hours 20 minutes. The time in Auckland is 2 hours ahead of the time in Sydney. So Auckland's time is always 2 hours ahead of the time in Sydney. Okay, so what is the local time in Auckland when his flight arrives? First of all, what is the time in Auckland when he arrives in Auckland, right? That we have to calculate first. So the time is he started at 14:45 and add 3 hours 20 minutes to this. Okay, so how do we add that? Times. We are working with the times, minutes, hours and minutes. So 14 hours 45 minutes, then 3 hours 20 minutes. So when you get here more than 60, you will add a number or there. See here, this is 45 plus 20 is 65. Okay, so 65 means just 5 we will add and 1 we will add there on the top, because that will become an hour. Now 15, 16, 17, 18 hours. Total hours are 18. Okay, so 18 hours 5 minutes. Perfect. Now more. The time in Auckland is 2 hours ahead. Those 2 hours as well we will add. So here we will add 2 hours. Now the total timing is 18 plus 2 is 20 hours, the 5 minutes. So that's what we can just write the answer, 20 hours 5 minutes. Okay, that's the time. Done. Question number 13. A. The scale drawing shows the positions of two villages, A and B. The scale is 1 centimeter represents 200 meters. 1 centimeter over here is taken as in real distance. Real value is 200 meters. And this is north. A. B is north to A, right? And A is south to B, southeast. Now, measure the bearing of B from A. From A, B's bearing. So, in the sense, we have to get the complete angle of it. If I take this straight, this angle and this angle too are opposite angles and they are equal. This angle and this angle. So leaving this angle, the rest complete angle we have to calculate. How do we calculate? This is the real, no, really you're measuring with your protractor. Keep the protractor. You know what is a protractor? It looks like a D. Yes, it is like this and it got all the angles, measurements. So this is called protractor. Okay. So with this protractor, you're going to put over here. First, just measure this. That's very easy. Okay. Just put in this order. I'll show you how it is. Okay. You will put like this. You'll put the protractor like this. Fine. So you have the lines like this all. So even I measured this on real paper, on a printed paper. So this for me came out to be like around 32 degrees. This angle, the small angle is 32 degrees, this angle. Since now this is opposite, even 30, this as well 32. Now it got simple for us. The rest of the angle leaving this opposite angle, what it should be? What we know, a circle is always 360. Now minus, I'll do this small, subtract this small, what I measured the angle 32. Okay, so what I'm gonna get 328, right? So 328 approximately. This is the answer. 328. Here I'm going to write 328 degrees. Next, work out the actual distance from A to B. Yeah, actual distance. When they say like this, you are literally measuring the length or the length of this line between A and B. A to B, what is connected, the line that you have to measure using your ruler. Take the ruler, put it on the paper and measure it. Okay, so your ruler should go like this, whatever the length. Okay, this is the ruler. You will measure like this from here to here, A. Fine. Okay. This was the before one. Now, so even I measured on the printed paper. I measured it on the printer paper. In the exam, literally you're just measuring it with your rulers, right? So here and there with yourself, whatever you have, the scale or the ruler, you can just measure it, and the length came out to be for me like around 5.7 something centimeters. Just you try yourself what you're gonna get. Let's see the length of this centimeters. Now what we have to do, we have to get it in the actual distance. For that, what we know, every centimeter is equal to 200 meters. So 5.7 times 200. Okay, so how much it will go? Let me just find out. 5.7 times 200 is 1140. The answer is 1140 meters. Yes, it's meters. Okay. Now B. The post box in village A has a volume of 84,000 centimeter cube. The post box in village B has a volume of 0.1 meter cube. Look at that. Look at that. The comparison. This is centimeter cube and this is meter cube. Which post box has a greater volume? Show how you decide. Yeah, that's really interesting. See, they tricked us over here. Here centimeter cube and here meter cube. And we are smart to just get the answer done within minutes. How? You have to convert any one unit to the other unit. Means you have to have the same 2 units. You cannot have centimeter and meter. Either centimeters, both of them, or meter cube, both of them. And always when you converting from higher unit to the lower unit is easier. In the sense, from meter to centimeter is easier. Okay, in the sense, just you have to multiply by the number, how many meters, centimeters, like that. So as we know, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, right? Now how many meters are there? You have 3 meters, right? So in the sense, 3 meters, in the sense 300, 3 times 100 centimeters. That means for the first meter times for the second meter times for the third meter. Now this became centimeter cube. That's nothing but, what is it called? Cube. Okay. Now this we will take and multiply by 0.1. Okay. Now let me take that. Just 0.1 times this rest. Now what is the answer? Just how many zeros? There are 6 zeros. Okay. Times 0.1. I will go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 0.1. This is how much? 100,000, right? So 100,000 it is. 100,000. Now we will compare. Centimeter cube they are. Now these two, 84,000 centimeter cube and 100,000 centimeter cube. Which is more? Which is more? Obviously, 0.1 meter cube is the biggest post box, right? So that is in B. Okay, B. Done. Question number 14. V is equal to 1 by 3 AH. Find V when A is 15 and H is 7. Just very simple. Just substitute these values in this formula. So what we get? 1 over 3 times 15 times 7. And if anything, which see here, 15 is divided by 3, 7 is divided by 3. Okay, but 7 is cannot be divided by 3, but 15 is divided by 3, so I will use that. 3 times 1, 3 times 3, 5 times 15. Now what's left? It is 5 times 7 is 35. So V is how much? 35. Okay, so we can write over here 35. Make H the subject of the formula. So what is the subject over here? In the sense which the one we have to find out, the variable is called the subject. Here V is the subject, since we found V's value over there. Now purposely we have to make H to be the subject, in the sense we will find H value. So when we make H to be the subject, how the formula will change? Here you see V is equal to 1 over 3. AH is nothing but it is like this only. Okay, so now H has to be my subject. H is equal to, when I say H is equal to, what is along with H? A is there. In the sense it is still here. It's like this. So along with H I have A. That's it. Here cross multiplication. This will go down like this. And this 2 will be multiplied. V and 3. And A will be divided. What is along with H will be divided, and what is away from H will be multiplied here. Means above. H is equal to V3 over A. Okay. How I got this one? See H. Along with H, what is there? A. Always put it that down. So LCM, least common multiple, we have to get of these two numbers. 6, 4. What is the LCM? How to get the LCM? 6, 4. Just keep on dividing with whatever smallest possible numbers. 2, 3 times. And here this goes in 2 times. Any further? 2 times. 3 will not go into table 2, but 2 will go. Now this is the last one. Number 3. 3 times 1, 3 and 1. Yes. Now what's the least common multiple? 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So 12 is LCM for us. Okay. So what is the LCM? LCM is equal to 12. Done. Now we have to get these fractions with that common LCM. First number I'm taking here. 5 over 6 times, how to get 12 with the 6? I have to multiply on both sides by 2, right? So 10 over 12. Done. Now the second number, 3 over 4 times, how to get 12 from 4? I have to multiply with 3. Up and down. So 3 times 3, 9 over 12. Done. Now we have to write these two in this same order. 10. It's going very long. 10 over 12 minus 9 over 12. So it is 1 over 12. This is the answer. 1 over 12 is the answer. Last we got this. 1 over 12. For this you got 3 marks. See, 3 grades you have over here. This is the first step. You see over there? Yes, I will write the steps he asked us to write. I will just pick one color. Okay, this is the first step. And this is the second one. Third one, finding the LCM. This is the fourth one, fourth step. And this is the fifth step we got. Okay? Perfect. 17 now. A plane is traveling at 180 meters per second. Plane, okay, per second. How many minutes will it take the plane to travel 800 kilometers? Okay, this is in meters and this is in kilometers. So what I said, we have to keep the same units when you're comparing them, when you're getting some value out of it. Always remember, this is the distance and this is also distance you see. But this is in meters, this is in kilometers. So convert the meters to centimeters, sorry, kilometers to meters. That's better, easy. When you go to the lower units, easy to convert, right? So let's do that. 1 kilometer is equal to how many meters? 1 km is equal to 1000 meters. Okay, now let's get this 800 kilometers in meters. Okay, so 800 kilometers into 1000 meters. 800 times, now this became meters. Okay, now let's compare these two with this. A plane is traveling at 180 meters per second. Per second. See again, per second. How many minutes it will take? Now it is in minutes. He gave us in meters and seconds and is asking us to get in minutes, and in kilometers he gave another value. Okay, now we have to convert these minutes in seconds as well. Okay, so we will take in first minutes, then we will convert to seconds. We can do that. Now I'll write in such a way that we get the answer very easily. This is called unitary method. Unitary method. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here, first one, 180 meters traveled in 1 second. Now, this much distance, 180 meters, right? Now, 800,000 meters. 800,000 meters traveled in how many seconds? Did you get the point here? How I got it to this point? First, I converted. I checked the units. Units are not matching. I converted them to same units. Then I put them in comparison. The one which to find the minutes to find the time to find should be on the right side, and whatever you have the values on the left. 1 is not given, 1 is given. 1 second is given and the rest the time is asked. That you will put here. Now we do cross multiplication. The one you are finding, see this one, see there, the relation. The one you are finding, so okay, I'll just take it as a suppose a time, right? T. Okay. Along with T, there is 180. So T is equal to, this 180 will go down all the time, remember. Okay, this is 180. Now, what's the other side? Will go up here as a numerator. If I have any other number as well here, I will write here. Now, cancel 0, 0 and the rest of the number. I'll go for the calculator. I got now 80,000. 80,000 over 18. 4,444 divided by 60. 74 minutes. And give your answer to the nearest minute. So just we can take it as 74 minutes. Okay. So 74 minutes is the answer here. 74 minutes. This is the answer. Done. Okay, so we will see the rest of the questions in video number 3. It's going very long. Okay, explanation is taking longer